All of them.
On a scale of 1 to 100, they are a 47.
Or 4 out of 10.
4.7.
4.7 out of 10.
So
7
nearly
out of
5. Let's round up 5 out of 10. Average.
Okay, back to my book, please.
On a bell curve, they are the nipple on a bell curve. So we would have put the book away for safekeeping because it should only be in the hands of those who would use it wisely.
Oh, I assure you, I'll use it wisely. Where can I acquire said
Wisdom's
book?
like 12. Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
Is there some form or fashion that I might be able to acquire said book, or at the very least get a chance to read it?
If we knew that what's the word I'm looking for? Were a follower of Martha Mardoon and
Virtuous.
that you had good intentions with what you were planning to use the book for, we might be persuaded to let you have it.
Alrighty then. Who can I talk to about that whole situation? And yes, I say that in exactly that fashion.
She says she doesn't know how to play an instrument and walks away. You're gonna perception or persuade, aren't you? Slaps you across the face, and as she does so, another one walks up and slaps you across the face, just because she saw the first one do it.
Hey, that's not very priestly.
Neither is what he said.
I said absolutely nothing inappropriate.
It was your tone, I suppose.
It was the tone.
It was
Hey,
implied.
baby, want to tune my mandolin?
Barrick, you are told to go speak to one of the priests. You can see that unlike the person you're talking to, who has a very plain white robe, this priest has the symbol of the eye across his chest, kind of distinguishing him from the lesser people.
So I want to do a quick a religion check to see if I know anything about this faith.
Okay.
Nope.
I've heard of them.
You've heard of them. You know that they look over explorers and travelers.
I kind of want to try just to see if I do any better with my -1 to that religion check.
Go for it.
-1
No, I won't.
religion.
I do. My wisdom is a 9.
And look, you get a 20.
I got that 10 with a
Go for it.
+5.
Yes.
You still got better than me. Look at that.
Better.
You have a -1. I have a +5, and you did better than me.
So, yeah, you know that they
I've also lived in this city for a decent amount of time, so
you know that their god is the god of explorers. That they set up shop because in their view, wow, that's awesome.
good job, buddy.
The
I wish you could hear me. Meow. Again, I wish you could hear me.
you know, they equate the mining that the dwarves do with exploring these mines, and so that's why they've set up shop here in the city.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to this father. What's his name? I don't remember what you told me, if you even told me.
I didn't tell you. Father Os.
Father Os. Okay. So as I approach this man, Father Os, might I have a word?
Certainly, my son. What can I do for you?
I was told by the kind lady over there that you might be able to help me. Look, I'm looking for a particular book that you acquired from Goal, from the pointy things over yonder.
Yes. Gull had in his possession a few books that we felt would be best in our care.
This one in particular is hidden away because you think it might be a bit dangerous in the wrong hands.
If that's the case, we would guard it fairly protectively.
Might there be a way of me looking at or acquiring said book?
Well, that depends on your intentions with the book. Obviously, we don't want it falling into the wrong hands.
Oh, I completely understand. I lived in this city a long time. I don't know if I'm assuming my name wouldn't be like well known. I mean, there's quite a few people that live in here.
Not enough to.
No, but mine would.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that you might not be the best person for me to be like, oh, by the way, this fellow's using it. If you catch my drift.
Everybody loves me.
You could claim to be a bodyguard of him.
Let me think for a moment. Oh,
your
wait,
mind's in
wait, he's right next to me, right?
Yeah, I'm right next to you.
Awesome. How on board are you, just in general, if you don't mind my player knowledge here?
Dude, okay. You know Jareth. If you start
Okay.
lying to someone,
I do know
he
Jareth.
is on board with the lie.
Okay. If Jareth's standing right next to me, well, we might just be on. I'm going to do this obviously like stage whisper style. We're on a secret mission for the king.
My cat?
It is indeed.
We're on a mission for the new king, otherwise known as the prince. I might need that book to help me out. And I'll nudge Jareth, like with my elbow.
And Jareth will go.
Roll a perception or a persuasion. Unless you're whipping out the okay.
Oh.
Screw you guys.
Dude, just
I
having
rolled
Jareth
a
there
19.
nodding along with you gives you the the ability to persuade anybody.
Rolled a 19.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I am so proud of myself considering what we've rolled so far today.
I was gonna say, and with that he says, "Well, absolutely, if it's for the good of the kingdom, but the last thing I must make sure is that you are faithful to our deity, Martha Marduin."
Martha Mondun.
Okay, being a bard, have I ever learned a song of praise to this deity? Because I would assume I'm familiar with at least a few. Not necessarily this specific deity, but just the deities in general. But
yeah, you've absolutely heard a few. This is not the most well known because it's the only temple is in this city. But knowing that it's the god of explorers, you can basically, if you roll a high enough performance check.
Oh, well, I don't know if I can. I'm gonna sing a song praising this deity.
All right. And roll a d20.
Something's happening with my stone every time I sing, guys.
Okay. And let me see. Okay, nothing happens. But you sing this song, and the priest is bobbing his head, and he's very pleased. That's fantastic. Thank you, Doc. And he tells you that if it's for a good cause, we can, and because of the inspiration that your bard friend has given us, we will give you the book. But be careful with it. In the wrong hands, it could be dangerous.
Oh, of course. I completely understand.
And as he says dangerous, I'm going to sing Danger Zone.
Danger Zone!
An even better performance than the last one.
Because I know the song better.
Oh my God. What has our campaign devolved?
Roll a d20.
I need to try and figure out what's going on with this stone, so I need to sing as much as possible and or perform as much as possible.
Wait, who's rolling a d20?
Me.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay. So as the priest walks away, he is now humming Danger Zone and doing a little dance as he walks away to get the book.
Danger Zone.
Everybody who's in the building, roll a perception check.
Okay, Isley rolls a 6. Fausto rolled a 10. Gareth was 14. Nick was 15.
Let me see. Whoa, what am I doing? Wrong window.
It's not good when the DM loses.
Okay. Fausto, Jareth, and Beric notice that there are people kneeling down and laying their hands on rocks as the priests and priestesses are saying something to them. You're too far away to hear right now, but
Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Assuming if they're close enough for me to like understand what they're doing. And
what was that?
I said, assuming that we're close enough to understand what they're doing. I'm probably going to have to go down some strange spiral staircase into some basement that he's locked this book into. So
no, it's just a big room with a very large stone in the center of it, and that's where a lot of people are gathered, laying hands on it and getting some kind of blessing from the priests. And then kind of scattered throughout the room are benches and smaller rocks, and at those smaller rocks are generally a single person. A single person with their hands on it, kind of praying to themselves.
No, I know, but what I mean is, assuming that this guy is going to take a few minutes to go get this book for me.
He's walking into a room, and the sign on the door says, "Absolutely not dangerous books."
Another question: